Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to a new video. I am back today with a new channel message from the Pleiadians, and my name is Evelyn Bartha, and those of you that are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to have you here, guys, and those of you that have been already here, welcome back. I love you all. I'm super grateful for all your messages, lovely comments, all the support that I'm receiving from you. It is super appreciated. So I connected to the Pleiadians last night, obviously before going to sleep, because that is the right time for me to connect to these extraterrestrial beings, because I'm in this kind of relaxed state, ready to go to sleep, and it is making it easier for me to receive these high vibrational messages and also to bring myself back into balance and on high vibrational state. And I wanted to talk about the importance of us raising our frequency. And as the GFL, the Pleiadians, and the Arcturians were stressing about that as well in my previous session, channeling session with the Arcturians, they were saying for me to tell everybody to raise their frequency. So it is crucial at this time to be on high vibrational frequency and on high level of understanding as well. And the GFL was stating in the message about the full moon that happened on the 22nd that we will gain more clarity. So that was the main message of the channeling, that we will gain clarity during this full moon. And honestly speaking, I do feel that I have already gained clarity in certain areas of my life, and I continue to do so. And I have been wondering what this clarity will be about that the GFL was talking about in the previous session. Would be like societal things, global things that were hidden that we couldn't see clearly, and now we will gain clarity, or will be personal things and personal issues that we will find solution for and we will gain clarity. And then I realized that obviously both, because all these upgrades were about enhancing our connection to source and to our higher selves as well. And the more we are connected to source, the more we will start seeking for answers from the heart rather than the analytical mind, and the more clarity we will gain about certain things, and the more we will be able to see things from a higher perspective. And what really hit me hard these days was that over the years I was relying a lot on my analytical mind rather than relying on intuition and connection with source and on the heart. And I was trying to solve certain problems from this analytical perspective, and I was living in the past a lot and projecting the past memories and events onto the present and onto the future as well. So I'm feeling that the energies of this upgrade are giving us the ability to pull ourselves out of any vicious cycle of thoughts, any negative patterns, and to be able to see things from a higher perspective with clarity. And it is preparing us for those times where we will be able to bring ourselves back to high vibration, to raise our frequency, regardless of what is going on in the world, regardless of what is going on around us, regardless of what people are thinking and believing around us. And we will be able to trust that higher power and that connection with source that will get us out of any situation. What I could advise every single one of you is to start to pay close attention to what you are consuming, and to be super aware of where you are giving your power away and what you are giving attention to these days, where you are consuming your energy, what you are giving your energy away to. And first and foremost, I would advise everyone to stop watching the mainstream media. I never watch TV, but sometimes I will admit that on YouTube, I do click on like little clips from news providers, and sometimes I even click on the comment section. And these polarized, low vibrational comments that people are writing there, I will admit that they are triggering me. And they immediately are lowering my vibration, and they are making me to react. And even if I don't react, by writing comments or anything like that, I do react in my mind. And these days I was quite busy and I didn't have time to do anything like that. And I felt so much more in peace with myself and with anything that is going on in the world. I felt like I don't need to know about all these details. It is not helping me. It's not serving me, and it's not helping anyone if I know about these details. And I know that many of you in the spiritual communities as well, you're working really hard on raising your vibration and to be understanding with people, not to feel affected by things that are going on, working on your anxiety issues, working on these emotional disturbance that you are going through during this ascension process, yet you are watching the mainstream media, which is purely designed to create fear, confusion, chaos in your minds, and it is trying to work with these lower chakras and to create an imbalance in those lower chakras. And in one of the sessions, I don't know, either the Pleiadians or the GFL was stating this as well, that they are targeting the lower chakras so you don't feel safe in the world. Think about it, you are such a high dimensional, evolved, pure soul that is coming from high dimensions, and you have a very high vibration as well, and you sacrificed all that in order to come to Earth at this time and to be of service, to help humanity to go through these hard times. You came purely for that. So please do not fall prey to these cheap tactics of the mainstream media that is purely designed to lower your vibration. They know that we are, many of us, working for humanity at the moment. We are many evolved souls at the moment on planet Earth that are helping humanity. And they know very well that they have to lower our vibration in order to prevent this ascension from happening. And I know that many of you are not watching the news, not having even a TV, but many of you still do, because you feel like you want to be up to date with everything that is happening. Well, I'm telling you that you are not up to date with things that are happening, because at least 70% of what you are hearing is not true. Also, the news don't necessarily have to be from the TV. They can be from Facebook as well. You know, many people are sharing nice news. And sometimes, okay, I read the headline of the article, but I don't click on it. So we have to have some self-discipline. And I'm telling you, I have been feeling much better without consuming anything like that in the past few days. But yesterday I was spending time with family, and I don't watch the news. I never do. But they do watch it. And me, without watching the images, I could hear from the other room what they were saying in the news. And I could feel it already, that it is lowering my vibration. And even though it doesn't put you in a fearful state, but it puts you in an angry state, because you know that what they are saying is not true. They are telling lies and they are trying to manipulate. You are seeing through that manipulation, and it's making you upset. So it is not helping you whatsoever. So we have to be consciously aware of these things. And even with people, many individuals are not sharing your worldview, especially at the moment, about certain things. And you have to be consciously aware with who you speak with, what you are talking about with those people. It already happened to me a couple of weeks ago that I was engaging in a conversation with one of my family members. They were trying to engage in a conversation with me about something, and I knew that this is not going to go well for me. I'm not able in that particular moment to navigate the emotions, and I just chose to walk out the room and not to engage in that conversation, because I knew that it's going to lower my vibration. And if they don't like that, that's not my problem. In that particular moment, I did what I consider to be the best solution for me and the best for my own frequency. And I'm not saying that that was the best solution, but that was the best solution for me in that particular moment to protect my own vibration. Okay, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I came across a video these days on YouTube, which I'm going to link down below in the description box. And it is from a very enlightened and evolved spiritual teacher, and her name is Byron Katie. If you haven't heard about Byron Katie, you can check out her work. Probably many of you have heard of her already. But if you didn't, she is working with negative thoughts, and she developed this method of questioning these negative thoughts with 4 questions and a turnaround. And it's super effective. I came across Byron Katie, I think in 2017, and I used to watch a lot of her workshops. I also read her books, like 2 of her books already, and I used to use this work quite a lot on my life as well. But somehow in the past 1 year, I didn't do any of that work. And now these days I came across one particular video, and it's called I'm Angry with the Current Administration or something like that, where basically a man is attending one of her workshops, and he's talking about his anger towards the current administration in America and the inability of people seeing through what is happening behind the scenes. And funny enough, I never ever came across that video before. The video is from like 2-3 years ago, and I came across it now with everything that is happening in the world. It is so applicable. And it gave me a lot of clarity and a lot of insight about how we are projecting our thoughts and our ego mind on the current society. And yeah, if you have 50 minutes, I really advise you to watch that video. I will link it below because it's super, super helpful. Talking about administration and society, I did have an interesting dream a few days ago, and I wanted to share that with you in my previous video, but then I just didn't have time. Basically, I was somewhere. It did feel like I was in a video game. This is how I felt about it all. And I was with another individual, with a female. I didn't know that person, but I felt very comfortable with her, like knowing her from another lifetime or whatever, from somewhere. And we were hiding from certain entities. I don't know what entities. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, don't ask me how, but the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has appeared. And he said to me, I was talking to him, and this is what he said. He said that the reptilians are planning to invade planet Earth, and they are on their way. And I was thinking, like, I don't believe any of the words that this guy is saying. This guy is so full of shit. And I see that guy as a clown, and many people see him as a clown. And I was like to him back, okay, so actually that will be that fake alien invasion that many people are talking about, that you guys are planning. And then that was the dream, basically. So I don't know if it has any significance. It might have some significance about fake alien invasions that they are really planning, but I just thought that I would share this information with you because I thought it was really interesting. So basically I was convinced in my dream that, okay, now I understand that that is what they are planning. Okay, so I wanted to share with you these things, and now let's get into the message, which, by the way, was super uplifting and super loving from the Pleiadians last night. And I think we need this encouragement at the moment, and like really like positive, uplifting messages. So I will read the message for you, and then afterwards I will get maybe into a little summary about what they said. So this channeled message is from the Pleiadians from the 23rd of August 2021. And they said, "You are the light. Never forget that. And indeed, there will be times when you will need this knowing. And there will be a point when you will feel vulnerable and distorted in your beliefs. And that will be the moment when the connection will provide you insights of what you are and how you can be of service for your species. Humanity is craving change, and the occurrences are not random, but they are of high importance and meaning. Look for meaning within the events and read in between the lines, so you can see through what were and have been the troubles that you haven't dealt with as spiritual beings. You have forgotten about your existence, and all that was important and meaningful became unnecessary and put aside as you have done your best to navigate your way through this density. But the times have come when you need to see beyond that you have thought about yourselves and perpetuate the mission that you have come here to complete. You have gained clarity and will continue to gain in this period of time, as the Galactic Federation of Light has stated in the previous channeling. And that clarity will extend to all of the structures and systems that are affecting planet Earth and your evolution as human species. Together you will rise and go beyond the current limitations that have been imposed on you. You will overcome your challenges together with forgiveness and the need for peace on an existential level on the Earth plane. You have an incredible amount of help and will continue to show up as you are upgrading your capabilities to connect to the universal consciousness and all within. This is the help that you are craving right now, and the love connection that your planet is yearning for. What has been shall pass, and what you are creating as a species shall show up in a form of awareness about your oneness. What you do to others, you do to yourselves, and that will become clear for all of you that have come to turn this place into a community that is for the elevation of humanity and for the process of becoming. Take the lead in your lives by recognizing patterns that aren't serving you well and ask for guidance and help with releasing those patterns. The guidance is available. We are providing it. Planet Earth is being protected, and we have an increased amount of interest in your evolution, as our connection with your species goes back to many eons. Focus on self-love and self-acceptance. Your major issues are the ones that are having the easiest solution. Acceptance for all that is and all that has ever been. See things from the perspective of the perfect creation that is unable to play wrong notes. It is all unfolding in perfect harmony, and you all know that. The knowing is deep within you. Access it in the most hidden places that haven't been obvious for you. Now you have the opportunity to gain access and gain clarity. We are the Pleiadians, and we are here to assure you of a great outcome that will follow the seemingly most challenging times. We are leaving you now, and we are sending you love and light in the name of the one infinite creation. Quite sweet and short message today from the Pleiadians. Yeah, it was, I think, very uplifting and finally some great news. And they are assuring us of this great outcome that will be emerging from the seemingly most challenging times as well. And they are starting right off the bat with this positive, uplifting message that you are the light, never forget that. And they are also saying that indeed there will be times when you will need this knowing, and there will be a point when you will feel vulnerable and distorted in your beliefs. So what I'm understanding from this is that they are not saying that we will not have challenges, that there will not be upheavals in the upcoming months and years as well. Yes, there will be challenges, but as they were stating before, we will be able to overcome those challenges together. Humanity is craving change, and it's happening. And they are also confirming that we have gained clarity, and we will continue to gain in this period of time, as the Galactic Federation was stating in the previous channeling. And that clarity will extend to all structures and systems, so what I was talking about. They were also saying that what has been showed past, so we will be able to go beyond our limitations and to overcome the challenges together. And what will help us to achieve this is forgiveness. And I think the GFL was stating as well, or the Arcturians maybe, that we have to release our resentment towards society and towards the past and towards other people as well. And what will also help us is self-love and self-acceptance, and focusing on these things, because the major issues are the ones that are having the easiest solution. Acceptance for all that is and all that has ever been. And when we are able to see things from this higher perspective, then we can overcome anything. And also we can come to the realization that what we are doing to others, we are actually doing that to ourselves, because we are all one. And this is what humanity is heading towards, this realization of oneness. We are not there yet with all the things that are going on, like in Afghanistan, for example. We are not yet there. And I know that many people are feeling super resentful about certain countries that are not handling things the way they should handle. Regardless of what is right or is wrong, we have to rise above this polarization and to understand that the best way to help is to raise your own frequency and keep yourself in this love frequency, which is super, super challenging to do. But we do have to understand also that many people are not over yet their incarnation. They still have to learn from this third density experience. They are not done yet with all the lessons, and they will not come to the new earth. They will not change their perception, and we have to let go of wanting to change people's minds and their perspective on things. It's impossible. It is their journey. And yeah, we do have to surrender to this higher consciousness that knows perfectly what to do. It is the perfect creation that is handling the things and knows very well why certain things are happening, and it doesn't play any wrong notes. So things will right themselves when the time is optimal, when humanity is ready, and we don't have to imply ourselves directly in the events that are taking place at the moment. We can work differently, and we can focus on our own evolution and our own frequency. So this is what I wanted to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed this message and the guidance, And if it resonated with you, then feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Also, like this video, share it with people that can resonate. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate all of you, every single one of you, and thank you for your support. Have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and yeah, I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Kisses to you all.